Now we are starting with the second experiment where we'll try to find out the sum of first 10 integer numbers which are stored in some particular memory location. Now this is the program which is showing you the addition process of these numbers. We are starting with the area program and the code is considered as read only as usual, and we are entering the code. Now the memory location address which I've chosen to store my data inputs are at address 0x470H. This is the address of my memory location. Now I'm setting R0 register as a pointer for this memory location by loading the address of the memory to the register R0. Then after that I need a register as a counter because I need to have a count value here because I have a lot number of values which has to be added. So the count value which is stored as the first element in the memory is loaded to the register R1, and then we are adding the address of R0, that is the content of R0 with R0 itself with an increment of 2, and that is loaded to R0. That means now presently the count value is taken and we are supposed to leave two memory location, and then the next set of values has to be stored. Count value, after giving the count value I am loading my next set of values. Then after that we are loading the value from R0 to the register R2. Then we are decrementing the count value by 1. Then addition is performed. Then again we are updating the address by adding the address content with an immediate value 2, so that it will be pointing to the next number. Then that is loaded to the register R3. Now the first two values are loaded to the corresponding registers R2 and R3. Now addition is getting performed between R2 and R3 and result is moved to the register R2. Now once this is done, the counter value is decremented by 1, and again it will if the content of R1 is not equal to 0, it will jump back to the location up, and now this process will be repeated till all the values get added and the counter register has to become 0. Now once the counter register becomes 0, it will come out of the loop and we are going to store the higher byte of the register 2 to the memory location currently pointed by register R0, and we are terminating the program. This is the logic of the program what we are taking up today. Now we'll see how to execute this code, and we'll see what is the result that we are going to get when we add a set of values like this. Now as usual, you're supposed to open your Keel version 5 software. So double click on the icon. You need to create your project with some particular name in your folder, and then create the source code to add this numbers. Now I've created a project with the name as equal to addition, and this is the file that I've created to perform the addition of 10 values which are stored in a memory location. The values you can change, it need not be 10 always, it could be 5, 10, 12, anything. Or you can set your count value according to your requirement. So this is the code that I've added to my source code. Save it, check for errors by building the target. So since there are no errors, it is telling you there are 0 errors, and warnings you can neglect. Code is verified now. Go to debug, start bar stop debug session, then give OK. Once this is done, we'll be able to view the content of the registers and the content of the memory location before starting the execution. Now the starting address of the memory location is 0x470H. There I need to give my count value. So I'm setting my count value as equal to 05. Leave this memory location because 16-bit value has to be loaded to the register. So I'll start giving the value from the next memory location onwards. So I'm giving it as equal to 1122. Okay. So I'll give some 5 set of values in 16-bit format like this. So give all the required values and then execute the code step by step. You will be able to see the result in the next consecutive memory location. That is what I'm doing here. So my 5 values are given to the memory location. So values are ready. Now go to this step-by-step execution. Now first, as you can see, R0 is loaded with the starting address of the memory location. Now go to the next step. Your R1 is loaded with the count value, that is 05. Then again it will go back to your original address of R0 and it will increment it by 2, so that your R2 is loaded with the value 1111. Then it will decrement the value of R1. Your R0 is loaded with the next address by incrementing it by 2. Then the next set of value, that is 2222, is loaded. Then content of R2 is added with R3 and R2 is loaded with the value 3333. Then execute, continue this, and this process continues till the content of R1 goes 0. You can see that R1 value is getting decremented. Now the current content is 1. Now again, if I execute this once more, the content of R1 is going to become 0. Once this becomes 0, your program will stop executing and the result will be stored in the memory location. Now you can see that the result is, which is stored in R2, is nothing but equal to FF, and that is stored in the memory location here in the next consecutive memory location. So this is how we are adding a set of values and the result is getting stored in the memory location. I hope you have understood the logic of the program. Students, till now you understood how to write an assembly level language coding to add the first 10 numbers which are stored in the memory location. Now these are some of the Viva questions related to the embedded system, which gives an overview of what is an embedded system, what are the types of the I/O devices that is connected to an embedded system. So we have to know all these concepts regarding embedded systems. This question is telling you what is an embedded system, how it is useful, what is the differences between a normal embedded system and a real-time embedded system. Like this, many types of questions may be asked on embedded systems. Few questions have listed here in my slide. So I hope this experiment was interesting for you. Thank you.